Two empires stood upon the edge of destiny. Rome, a republic forged by discipline and ambition. Carthage, a merchant empire built upon wealth and the sea. For a generation, they had fought across the waves in the First Punic War. Now, in 218 BC, the struggle would begin anew. Fiercer, bloodier, and destined to end one civilization forever. In the temple of Baal-Hamon, a boy laid his hand upon the altar. "Swear to hate Rome," his father commanded. The boy was Hannibal Barca, and his vow would shake the world. As a man, he conquered Spain, forged an army of Iberians and Africans, and looked north, to Rome's allies beyond the Ebro River. When Rome demanded surrender, Hannibal answered with action. He led 50,000 men and 37 war elephants from Spain across Gaul and over the frozen Alps. It was madness, yet it worked. Only half survived the journey, but when the snows cleared, Rome's worst nightmare had arrived in Italy. Hannibal struck like lightning. At Trebia, he drew the Romans into icy waters and annihilated them. At Lake Trasimene, he ambushed another army in thick fog. Tens of thousands were slaughtered. Rome's allies began to waver. The Republic trembled, but refused to yield. In 216 BC, on the plains near Cannae, Hannibal faced the largest army Rome had ever assembled. Outnumbered 2-1, he arranged his men in a crescent. The Romans pushed forward, straight into the trap. Hannibal's wings closed. His cavalry struck from behind. 80,000 Romans fell in a single day. It was the Republic's darkest hour. Yet Rome endured. The Senate refused peace. New legions were raised. New strategies were born. For 16 years, Hannibal ravaged Italy, undefeated in battle, yet unable to conquer Rome itself. Across the sea, a young general rose, Publius Cornelius Scipio. Scipio was bold where others were cautious. In Spain, he struck fast, seized New Carthage, freed prisoners, and won allies with mercy. He learned from Hannibal: mobility, surprise, and courage. Then, with the Senate's approval, he carried war to Africa itself. On the plains of Zama, two legends met: Hannibal, the old master, unbeaten in decades; Scipio, Rome's rising star. Elephants thundered forward, Roman horns screamed, the beasts panicked, trampled their own lines. Scipio's cavalry swept behind. Carthage's army broke. The Second Punic War was over. For 50 years, Carthage lived, but in chains. She paid Rome yearly tribute, forbidden to build fleets or armies. Yet trade returned, prosperity bloomed, and envy in Rome grew. In the Senate, Cato the Elder ended every speech with the same warning: Carthage must be destroyed. In 149 BC, Rome found its excuse. Carthage had defended itself from African raiders, a violation of Rome's orders. Legions crossed the sea once more. The Third Punic War had begun. For 3 years, Carthage resisted. Every man, woman, and child became a soldier. The city starved but did not surrender. In 146 BC, the end came. Roman legions stormed Carthage block by block. For 6 days, the city burned. Survivors were enslaved, the walls torn down, the land cursed with salt. Scipio Aemilianus, grandson of Scipio Africanus, stood amid the ruins and wept. He whispered Homer's prophecy: "The day shall come when sacred Troy shall perish." Even Rome's conqueror feared the price of victory. Rome had won. The Mediterranean was hers. Yet something in her soul had changed. The republic that once fought for survival now fought for dominance. From Carthage's ashes rose an empire, and the long march toward absolute power. The Punic Wars were more than battles. They were the birth of empire. 2 cities entered the struggle. Only one survived. This was Hannibal's war. This was Carthage's end. Subscribe to the Historical Odyssey for more stories of conquest, courage, and the cost of glory.